Well, hey, welcome back, guitar learners. Today is a quick video on how to play some of the parts in House of the Lord. So you can definitely follow along with the playthrough. This will be the walkthrough. So I've seen the intro done a number of different ways. I kind of like to keep it simple. And so on just kind of a big setting with a lot of reverb and delay and a little bit of overdrive, of course. I've got stage 2 engaged is what I have going on. It's on the B string, 10th fret up to the 12th fret, and a couple of hammer-ons there. And then it's the B and G string on the 12th fret. I tend to bar that or flatten out my middle finger to hit that. Here's what that sounds like. So that gets played twice, and then you jump down to the 7th fret of the B string, and the 7th up to the 8th, and then you'll play the high E and B string on the 8th fret for that strum. So 2 of each of those, and then that progression gets played twice. So as the verses progress, I really don't play anything in there, but at the end of the 3rd and 6th line, or maybe you're counting it as the 4th and the 8th line, I don't know, we worship the God who evermore will be. Kind of toward the end of those words, you actually come back in with the... And it's also at the end, my God, he holds the victory. And then you start in on the chorus. So I do play a lot of inversions, and they typically center around like the D shape on the 7th and 8th fret for the G chord, because yes, we are playing this song in the key of G at my church. So that's what's happening in the intro, the verse, and then the interlude is that same pattern as the intro, but I think it only gets played once. Heals and so on. And same idea as in the first verse, at the end of the 3rd and the 6th line, it does that same. And you can certainly play it that way. In the recording, I do hear like an extra part at the end of my God's still rolling stones away, when there's kind of a big stop on the band, and then there's a big drum part that comes in. And so I've actually never played this live, but I played it in the playthrough. I actually got the timing right. So I'll put the tab up there as well for what that looks like. So it starts on the G string, 11th and 12th frets, high E on the 12th fret, back down to the 12th, 11th on the G string, and then it starts, and then a 10th fret on the high E. And then it starts a set of octaves. So here's what that sounds like. And then it's right into the chorus from there. So it's kind of an interesting timing. I bet it can be done multiple ways. My God's still rolling stones, and it's on a way that those octaves begin. Another alternative way that I've played it in the past is instead on the end of my God still rolling stones away, I actually just wait and I come in on the C chord on the word away, and I just bring it in with the volume pedal. God still rolling stones away. There's joy in the house of the Lord. So you have some options there. After the second chorus, on the way to the bridge, you do not play the interlude. You just hang out on that last note, that last chord G. They play the whole bridge once, and I wait to come in until the very end. I actually go up to my neck pickup to just sound a little bit differently. And so the last line is, let the house of the Lord sing praise, and then the whole bridge repeats. So up here, I'm on my A position, flattening out and covering the G chord on the 12th fret. And so we were the beggars, now we're royalty. We were the prisoners, now we're running free. So you can do that the entire time while it's on that G, just kind of swelling in and out with the volume pedal. I actually like to vary what my G chord sounds like. So on the word praise, where I come in, I'm just on that same G chord there. But then when it comes to we were the beggars, I actually bring my pinky finger onto the 15th fret of the B string just to give it a little different sound. So, let the house of the Lord sing praise. We were the beggars, now we're royalty. We were the prisoners, now we're running free. So by adding that that note, it's actually just a D. I just like how that sounds. So I also use that same 2 strings, that pinky finger down and then the 12th fret of the G string, when I go to a bigger sound, and we are forgiven. So I just kind of, I'm already there on we were running free. There's like a 1 count of a D, but you're already playing so much D stuff that you're fine. And then we were... So it's just super high inversions, and it's just 2 strings on the B and the G string. So we're starting there on that E minor. So this would be the C chord. So 13th fret on the B string, 12th fret on the G string, and then we slide that up to be a D when we need to get there, flatten it out to be a G, and again the C. So that's what I do at the end of the bridge, and then we're out for the first part of that next chorus. And then kind of as the band comes back in, I start to play just 1 note on the G string. Back in for that last chorus nice and big. So yeah, it's kind of that rhythmic part where it's really like a drum solo. When I'm playing the drums, I really don't like to be left that alone. So that's just kind of a nice extra rhythm piece that could be added in. And then play the intro at the end as the outro. And so that's the whole song. Hopefully that helps you play along with that playthrough. Good luck out there, and I'll see you in the next one.